Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. So excited for today's ASOS haul because it's just a couple pieces that I picked up that I feel like can really complement my wardrobe for spring 2026. So I'd say this is more of like just some transitional pieces that can really help me elevate my day-to-day look. So before we get started, I'll break down what I'm wearing currently. Because none of these pieces are from ASOS, but I might get some questions in the comments. So I'll make sure to link what I'm currently wearing in the description box below. And I'll also make sure to include the links for everything that I got in today's haul below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out more than you'll ever know. Okay, so just to give you a breakdown of what I'm currently wearing. So I'm wearing for the first time in probably 10, oh my gosh, no, even maybe like 20 years. Low-rise jeans. So this is interesting and also exciting and kind of scary because I'm missing that high-waisted part that I'm so used to, and I'm still getting used to this sensation again. But anyway, without further ado, before we jump into the haul, my top right now is from Zara. I got it just about 2 months ago, but it might not still be available, but there might be some similar options available. But these are from Fashion Nova, and I have to say they're pretty comfortable so far. So they might be onto something here. And then my little booties are from And Other Stories, if you can see them. Okay, let's hop into the ASOS haul. Starting off strong, I got quite a few jewelry pieces. I was pretty excited to see some of these more statement pieces come back into style, and I'm really excited for a lot of like bangles and like statement earrings just out there right now. I think they really elevate a look, and I'm actually excited to pair some of these pieces that I'm gonna overview today with what I'm wearing right now. So again, these are definitely more like statement pieces. I didn't want to invest a ton of money, which is why these are from ASOS and they're more of like the fast fashion version. Just because it is still kind of trendy right now, and I'm not quite sure. So I'm kind of like, you know, there's been obviously more early adopter folks of the trend, and I'm just not sure how much I want to adopt this style into my day-to-day look. If this becomes something that I find myself reaching for a lot, statement pieces, bangles, maybe it's something I'll look into getting something a little bit more of an investment piece, if that makes sense. So anyway, all that to say, let's talk about these earrings, because definitely a departure from what I normally wear. I'm typically, if you can see now, I think I'm more of the sort of like daintier, minimal sort of like jewelry type of gal, gold only usually, but I thought these were kind of fun. So these are from Design B London. They have sort of like this like faux sort of like gold treatment with sort of like a green, definitely a green. It's a really pretty color actually, like more like neutral, like earthy marble green color. And they're not super heavy, which I really appreciate. Let's go ahead and see what these look like in. Feel great on the ear. Again, they're not super heavy, so I can really see myself wearing these for a long period of time without getting fatigued. I think these are definitely going to be a major keep, and I cannot wait to wear these this next season. Yeah, normally I'm not like a costume jewelry girl. I like to invest a little bit more into my jewelry, but fun to participate in the trend, and also especially if, you know, the pieces really speak to me. But I'm kind of being a little bit cautious because I'm not sure if these are going to turn my ears green. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna keep these on. Okay, next up, another pair of earrings, which might change my mind. I might end up switching for these throughout the haul, but these are just from ASOS Design, just like a gold earring with like a brownish reddish center, like a stone in the center. These also don't feel super heavy, so I'm kind of excited to try these on. So let's pop them in and see what they look like. And I'm kind of liking the vibe a little bit better with my top today, so I'm gonna actually keep these on for the haul. Stay tuned to see if they turn my ears green by the end of the haul. That is something that I'm being conscious of as I'm sort of like recommending these earrings. So obviously I just bought them. I don't know if they're going to turn my ears green as I continue to wear them, but if they do, I'll be sure to comment below and try to update the video if I can, but definitely something that I'm aware of and thinking of. Okay, let's talk about bangles next. So I got 2 packs of bangles. This is a trend I try to take part in for Valentine's Day with a set of bangles from H&M. And I wasn't even thinking correctly, and I bought them in an extra small, thinking that I could get my wrist through. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I guess I have pretty big hands. I don't know. Anyway, these are from ASOS. They don't have, I don't believe that they had sizing on them. But anyway, they do fit my wrists, which I don't really feel like I have overly large or overly small wrists, but these do fit, and I feel like they fit pretty good, like both pairs. So let's go through them. I'm not saying I'd wear them all like this. Actually, this one doesn't. Okay. So I'm not saying that I'd wear them all together like this, but just to kind of break them down. Again, I purchased both of these sets, so total of 5 bangles on ASOS. The first pair that I'll talk about is from Reclaimed Vintage as a brand. You can kind of see like one is like a green color and the other is sort of like a marbleized, or I'm sorry, just like a plain black. Interesting bangle. It's not necessarily like for fully circular. It has definitely like a different type of shape to it, which I really like. But I like these. I liked how they weren't just sort of like, well, I appreciate these for being brown. I really liked this green color. I thought it could bring a nice dimension to some of my outfits for spring and summer, and I'm really excited to wear them. And I'm excited to see how I'm going to incorporate these into my style every single day. So that's one pair of bangles, and you can see they come off very nicely. They don't cause me any pain at all. Now, the second pair that I got, and I shouldn't even say pair, it's really like a trio. This is from the ASOS brand. And one is definitely like a faux gold, which again, this kind of feels like it might give me the green wrist, which I'm not looking forward to. But the other 2 bangles seem pretty standard bangle plastic. If I could get this off. So the first one is kind of like this marbleized greenish brown, which I really like. And the other one is definitely more of a brown with some marble detailing in it as well. And then yeah, the third one is just really thick and chunky. It's supposed to be gold. But this one definitely feels like lower quality, if that makes sense. So we'll see. We'll see if I actually wear this one, but definitely excited for these 2 bangles and to incorporate them into my looks this season. So these are definitely keepers. Now that all the jewelry is done, let's talk about some of the clothing pieces that I got, because I'm actually pretty excited about these. I'm kind of into right now a jeans crisis. I'm not loving the way that like jeans are fitting me. I feel like we've gotten to a place with like denim trends that I don't know where I fit or where I belong. I'm also in this sort of, I'm a millennial, I'm 37, turning 38 next month. And so I'm like, what's kind of like appropriate for me? What does even appropriate mean? Can I get away with these trendier items in denim? And the answer is yes, but of course it all comes down to like my own comfortability and my own personal style. So I'm going to be making a video on like exploring denim, ranging from obviously like Fashion Nova all the way up through like maybe like something that you would find at Reformation or even at Revolve. So a little bit on the pricier end. But ASOS is definitely gonna be a part of that video, and you can kind of see I'm looking for like almost like a dusty gray sort of like color to add into my denim collection wherever this nets out. So anyway, these are ASOS design. They are a little bit more of the high-waisted, wide leg sort of look. But they're definitely more of like a dark navy blue gray, I guess the way that I would describe them, which I kind of like. I really like the length so far, and I think these could be really cute. So I'll go ahead and try these on, and actually I think they're gonna look good with the next bodysuit that I bought, only because they were modeled together online. So I really like the top, and then the top sort of led me to the jeans, and here we are. But I'm gonna try these on as a set next. And speaking of that top, here we are. It has like this like ruching detail down the front. It is a snap bodysuit. So that's exciting. And it's this really pretty gray color, which honestly, I think this is gonna look great. I love like gray blue just on me in general. I really like the way that I personally look in it. So I'm really excited about this bodysuit, and I think this is gonna be fun for March. We have a trip to DC coming up in like 2-ish weeks, so I might wear this during the day. Let's try it on. Okay, so here I am, the bodysuit and the ASOS high-waisted dad jeans that I just showed. And honestly, I'm a huge fan of both of them. I love the color of this bodysuit. The feel is very stretchy. It kind of feels kind of plasticky, if I'm being completely honest with you, but I like the silky feel of it. And then I just styled these with my black Other Stories booties, which I was wearing at the beginning of the video, and also some earrings that I recently got from Fashion Nova, which will be included in another haul that I'll be posting soon, and a silver bracelet from H&M. Okay, next up, this one's gonna be a little bit hard to explain. It looks like this giant nightgown, but really it's this really interesting sort of cape style top. It's like a long sleeved, all black, obviously like mesh, completely see-through. So it definitely requires like a bralette underneath or something, just, you know, however you want to wear that, like a bandeau or something. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this looks on because it's definitely a departure from what I would normally wear. So let's see what it looks like on. And I actually might try it with the jeans that I got from ASOS. So we'll see. Okay, we have the long sheer top from ASOS Design that I was trying to show earlier. And this one is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I have to be honest, I feel so cool right now. I just feel like I can just really see myself like wearing this kind of exactly how I have it styled. I'm thinking maybe with like a lighter pair of jeans. These are the same jeans from the haul and from the last outfit that I was just wearing. Prefer to wear these with like almost like a lighter denim. But I think it still looks pretty cool with like the dark as well. It just kind of keeps that like dark vibe. And honestly, the sort of high-low hem is kind of giving early 2000s, if I'm being honest. Maybe even a little bit like, dare I say, like 90s. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm like giving like art teacher or just like really cool chic girl. So I have this top styled with the exact same jewelry pieces from the last outfit. So again, the earrings from Fashion Nova and the silver bracelet from H&M, and then the same booties from And Other Stories. I'd probably want to do a really cool like clutch or like definitely like an embellished bag in some way. Just to kind of like give this a little bit of edge as well. And honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I literally might keep it. I don't know. I was a little bit on the fence about this one. I wasn't sure how this was going to fit, but I think it looks really cool. Okay, next up we have another completely sheer black mesh top. I must have been in a vibe as I was like looking for things to add to my collection. This one might be a little bit harder to see just as me describing it, but it's kind of like that like drapey, like a high neck draped sort of vibe that you may have been seeing at various different brands. It kind of has like an interesting scent to it. Something that I just noticed is that it has this like button detail like on the neck, which I think is really pretty. And yeah, this one's gonna be hard for me to just kind of like show you. So let me pop it on. You can see for yourself what it looks like. Stay tuned. I think this one is actually a miss, and I'm 100% returning it for a few reasons. One is I knew that it was more of like a cape style top, but I guess I just envisioned it to have, and this is definitely my own sort of like fault for not maybe reading the description properly or just maybe believing it was something that it really wasn't. So my bad there. But I thought that it was more of like a short sleeved like top underneath, and this is truly just like an overlay. So again, I have that same bralette on that I was wearing in the last top or in the last outfit, but I feel like it's just missing something overall. Like I can't imagine myself being comfortable enough to wear this because I'd be constantly adjusting it. And as I was buttoning them, two of them broke. So regardless if I truly loved it, I'd have to return it anyway. And honestly, even though it is really cute, I'm afraid that even the exchange will pop, the buttons will break again. And also, I don't know that I would wear it that much. It's not giving me that same edge the other top was giving me. And I don't know that I need two black sheer trendy tops in my wardrobe right now. So I think this one is a return. But if you are interested in this for, you know, layering it on top of like a dress or even just like a cami, or if you can style this better, go for it. I initially wanted to pair it with a pair of like black trousers and heels, but I don't know, as soon as I put it on, I just got the feeling I didn't like it. So I decided to just kind of show what it looked like on my body with some jeans on. Okay, and last but not least, we have a very exciting addition to the spring wardrobe, which is this funnel neck cropped, or at least a little bit more of like a cropped trench. I'm super pumped about this. This comes in two different colors. So this is more of the olive gray, and then it also comes in more of like that tan beige, sort of like more traditional trench coat color. The reason I went for the olive green color is because I felt like I had a lot of coats in the past, and even still recently have like a traditional like beige brown like trench coat. So I didn't want to compete with that, and I felt like if I was going to be adding something new to my closet, it should be a little bit different. The only thing I'm a little bit afraid of is if this is going to lean a little bit too closely into the 2016 like olive green jackets that we were wearing. So that might be in the back of my mind, but let's try it on and let's see what it looks like. Okay, I really do like this a lot. If it is giving 2016, let me know below in the comments, but I feel like it's giving like an updated version, if I dare I say, to that green jacket that we were all rocking like 10 years ago, if not being completely different. So this is very exciting. And honestly, now that I see how this funnel neck is kind of like rubbing against my chin, I'm actually kind of happy that I went with the darker olive green color, because I think if I went with the beige, sort of like more traditional trench coat, my makeup would just be all over it. I'm not saying that it's not going to be on the olive, it just might be a little bit more, it's darker, so it might be harder to see. But I love this, and I actually really like it with these low-rise jeans that I'm wearing. Not for the rise, but just the color in general. So what do you guys think? I think this is also going to look really cute. I really want to style this with black heels and those stirrup leggings, which I think could be a really cute look. Let me see what this looks like with sunglasses. Okay, I really like it. Let me just grab a bag really quick. Yes, I really like this. I think this is really exciting. I love this jacket. I love the quality actually. I have a jacket from, and as I'm talking about my more like traditional trench coat, more of like, you know what I mean? Like it's longer, it has that like beige brown color. That to me is a traditional looking trench. To describe that, I got it from Miotine. I think that's how you pronounce it. It was on the pricier side, but I love the way that it feels. Like the quality is so good. And I have to be honest, this is pretty comparable to that quality. A little bit, maybe not as good, but it's not chintzy at all. It's fully lined. It feels like it could be a little bit waterproof as well, dare I say. I could probably run outside right now because it's pouring rain and test it out. But anyway, I love this. And I think it looks really good with a pair of statement sunglasses, like a fun bag. And it's so cute. This is my favorite piece. So love it. Okay, everyone, that's gonna do it for my little ASOS haul here. I know it wasn't like that many items, but again, this was more of like, how can I just like quickly update my wardrobe for spring? And especially in the next couple months where it's not quite warm, it still might be a little bit cold and wintry, at least here in the Northeast. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you can. It helps me out more than you know. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Bye.